Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just going to go live on Instagram and then I can get started. Yesterday we had a 6-4 day, so our streak came to an end. I believe it was a 3-day winning streak. It ended up coming to an end yesterday. So the Guardians didn't come through for us, and neither did the Cowboys. The Cowboys look like the Bears look like a damn championship team. So it was a shitty day yesterday. Let me get started. I have two plays for you. In one is going to be in the NFL's game tonight for Monday Night Football, and then I have another one for baseball as well. I really like the baseball one today. I'm going to hook you guys up with that one. So let's see here. All right, so let's get started here. First thing I was looking at is, like I said, baseball. I'm looking at a bunch of batter props as well. Well, there's not a lot of games actually. There's only 3 games in baseball. There's one in football. I'm going to hook you up with one in each sport. So let me just kind of give you the breakdown. It was not a good day yesterday. We finally came down to a losing day. It broke our winning streak. So we did have this one here, Shohei Ohtani to get a hit, Lindor to get a hit. So that did hit. And then we had this one on the under RBI, or I'm sorry, under 1.5 hits. So that hit. And then we had a White Sox prop and George Springer to get a hit. And then the reason it was a losing day is because some of these batters were voided for the stolen bases. You can see there was 2 voids right there. There's other 2 voids over here. Otherwise, it would have been a break-even day, but it is what it is. Let's keep moving forward. I got 2 games for you. So the first one here is going to be the Nationals versus the Braves. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's dropping from a 255 to a 250. However, the line is already shifted, the line is super heavily juiced at 250. So when it's that juiced, normally what happens is that the other side, people tend to put in their money on the other side. So for example, there's almost 70% of the money is coming in on Atlanta, and 82% of the bets are coming in on Atlanta. So then they're getting value here at a 250. And so people tend to buy it at they buy it at the 215 at a plus number to double their money. So they're willing to take the risk. And when it gets too high, like a 255, they start pushing the line back the other way. However, I do like the Atlanta because they actually outnumber them in every single category. So right here you can see Chris Sale. He's got a 2.35 ERA compared to McKenzie. He's at a 3.28. He got a better bullpen, better batting, better overall pitching in general. And then the projections clearly show it's all green over here compared to red over here. 70% chance probability. Every category, like I mentioned, is going towards Atlanta. So this is a big lopsided game. And then the insights, like I mentioned, is better starting pitcher. He beats him by 1.65 ERA. There's only 2 things that I don't like I mentioned. The first one was that the line is shifting in the favor of the Nationals very slightly. And I already explained why I think that is. But then also, Washington Nationals are actually pretty decent on the road. But the bullpen, again, in general, is decent. Now, if we look at the overall picture on this entire page, the betting action is going towards Atlanta. The starting pitcher is going towards Atlanta. Bullpen is going towards Atlanta. Projections is going towards Atlanta. And then the last 30 days is going towards Atlanta. So everything is pointing towards Atlanta. I'm taking this at a -1 for Atlanta, -1, so that I can bring down the odds. Instead of paying the 250, I'm paying like 190 or something like that. So that's the first one. And then the other thing I really like here is if you look at the OPS for Atlanta versus, Nationals. So you can see the Braves are ranked 4th for OPS, and the Nationals are ranked last. So this is going to be a big mismatch in the game. Again, I already mentioned all the starters. I already looked at all the numbers. Everything is looking very decent for Atlanta. All right, now let's get into this. For the Ravens, if you haven't done so, guys, make sure you get the free picks inside the link in the description. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel on YouTube. So I really like the Ravens also today. They got a perfect home record, 21-3 straight up. with Harbaugh. Let me get there's other information here. So let me go down here. Historical dominance, 5 straight wins versus Detroit, including a 36-6 destruction in 2023. Obviously, that's 2 seasons ago, or it's last season, early last season. Superior ranking attack, rushing attack. So they pretty much outnumber them in every category. Jackson's has elite mobility, as we know. He runs a lot, so they don't have a good defense against that. And then, like I mentioned, they have beat them 5 straight games in a row. Now there is red flags here. You can see they do have the rushing. The Ravens have surprisingly low, so they tend to run a lot more than they rush. I'm sorry, they tend to run more than they pass. So that's why this one of the reasons why this is such a low thing. But overall, they should still be winning this game. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm taking it. I'm not going to read the rest of this. I'll just let you read this if you want it. But there is some red flags. So just be careful. The line is kind of high as well. I think the last I looked at it was like a minus 210 or 215 or something like that. So you can see if you were looking on the other side with the Lions, I would not do the 4.5. I would probably do like a 3.5 to get better odds. But you can see if you went with that way, it doesn't make sense. Everything makes sense for you to go with the Ravens, which I'm doing. I'm going to take the Ravens. I have them 2 different ways. I'm doing the money line, but then I had to parlay it with something else because the odds are so high. So I already took the Ravens with the money line on a parlay, and then I also took the Ravens at a minus 2.5. So that's the 2 plays, guys. I'm going to go with the Ravens minus 2.5 to get the odds down, and then I'm taking the Braves at a minus 1 also to get the odds down. So I appreciate you guys being here. Yesterday was not a good day, but we keep moving forward. We had a decent run for about a week and a half, and then yesterday it went to shit. So it happens. Usually Sundays is the day that it happens too. So I was talking to somebody, and I'm actually going to start looking at actually fading favorites on Sundays specifically, because for all the years that I've been doing this, on Sundays usually all the favorites get shat on. So we'll see how that goes, but that's usually been the case, and I'm going to start looking deeper into that and see what happens. But for now, let's keep it going. We were on a decent run. Yesterday went to shit, but we got to just keep going. So I appreciate you guys that are here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and then you go get the free picks inside the link in the description. All right, guys, do you have questions? If not, I'm going to hop off of here. No? All right. Thanks, guys. Let's have a great day.